Hello, Kaiser here with another narrated low road video. Today we rode east on the developing Southside Beltline, which is still mostly gravel. There's some concrete bits, but most of it is still gravel and mud. Then we went west on South Atlanta roads to get to the Westside Beltline. Then we went towards another classic, the Ridgeline, which was cleaned up well. And finally we went north towards Westside Park, where the new Silver Comet connectors are currently being built. But yeah, another super fun iteration in beautiful weather from the first week of February this year, so let's get started. Starting off, we start in the backyard of Angel's house as usual, and we do some introductions. Today's was, I think, favorite type of ice cream or something, I think. But yeah, we start riding on Angel Park heading east, like I said. This like small stretch of single track is right by the west side or south side, I don't know, Beltline, just on the very southern end of the Beltline where it's currently concrete. But yeah, this is, I don't know if Angel made it or someone else made it, but this is just a super short but fun segment of trail to get onto the Beltline from his backyard. So we start off on that. I actually was guessing that we were gonna go west today, so immediately I was wrong. But here we are going on the Southside Beltline. It's still being constructed in majority of the parts, so we're kind of avoiding some fences and stuff, but yeah, I've ridden this small segment right here before, and you can, like I just said, yeah, you can get on the interstate over there. There's like a trail out back there as well that you can kind of try out if you want. Yeah, going under this beautiful bridge. I think this is 85 going south. Yeah, it's super duper pretty. I just love all the spray painted artwork that we have here in Atlanta. There's those like characters that you can see that's very consistent among a lot of the bridges and graffiti that you can see in Atlanta. I'm assuming it's all the same guy, but yeah, we come this way and there was this sketchy-ish wooden bridge in the past, but now it was torn out completely and it was rebar and waiting for concrete to be poured in. So we turned around and came around this way. Yeah, I've ridden like where we're riding right here just a little bit, but I didn't know that it actually connects out to a road in the back. Some abandoned building thing right here with obviously tons of trash. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's such a beautiful day. Super beautiful roads. Footage looks really fast, but we definitely weren't going that fast. And then that's the bridge that I was just talking about, and we were kind of going up right here, and these roads are just super busted from all the construction vehicles and the trucks that are kind of going up it. So you can see how, I don't even want to call this washboard because it's just, you know, the tracks of whatever vehicles they're called. I totally forgot. But yeah, up here, get here, and then man down is what happens. Yeah, so what happened here was there's these short or like vertical parallel grooves in the ground from those the belts of, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the vehicles, but you know, tractors and stuff, and those are hardened, so you know, you just, it's kind of like hitting a parallel concrete curb or something. You just can't really get over it. So later on I actually also have like a footage of me moving my upper body so much just to ride straight because it's just so hard. That was the, oh yeah, so here's the part where I'm just like, yeah, I have to move my upper body and just kind of try to balance because, you know, your bike just goes back and forth and weaves. But yeah, we just passed that tunnel, the super fun tunnel that's usually always muddy. And out here I think yeah, we were going to the right here because it's fenced off in front of us. But yeah, a lot of this I guess Southside gravel currently is just straight up dirt now. So if it gets any sort of humidity from rain or anything, then it's just pure clay and mud. So it's super hard to ride. It's pretty much impossible to ride in my opinion. And you know, in the past it was actual gravel, but now it's not. So that's a little bit of a shame, but here we are, and this was like an interesting part right here.
It's a minorly risky maneuver.
Yeah.
Bum it right down to that man.
The fact that there was the whatever.
Oh, there's a pole of brick in the van. The van is what got
I was
me.
looking
It's
at it, I was like,
I'm
if
just
you
gonna run straight into the van.
If you weren't right behind me, then I was like, I feel like I would get off at this. Just in case.
I wanted you to go because I was ready. You better not get off.
Yeah, here we are, kind of continuing to ride. We just have to weave around the fences a lot, but there's tons of walkers on these gravel trails stuff. I don't know why or what I fell over here on, but yeah. Like I was saying, this part used to just all have normal, you know, gravel rocks, I guess you could say. So it was a lot easier to ride, but now it's just, well, I don't know if it was easier to ride, but yeah, now it's just straight up smooth dirt. So if it's hard packed like this, it's okay, but the second it gets any kind of wetness, then it's horrible. But yeah, this bridge was fully constructed with concrete. It seemed like most of the bridges, it makes sense, right? They're making all the bridges first.
I honestly thought the Southside Beltline was way closer to being done.
Yeah, so they built all the bridges other than that very first one, I guess. And then after that, it's, you know, you just pour down concrete, so it's super quick. But I honestly really did think we were maybe a month or two away from opening the Southside Beltline, so this was a little bit of a shame to see. But lots of exposure to the side, I will say. I didn't remember this when it was just normal gravel and we were riding it, but now I don't know if they cut the dirt or not, but yeah, there's a lot of fallable locations, and this part right here was kind of scary. Yeah, because his bike started going backwards right there. I'm like, dude, just get off. Yeah, it's looks shallow, but it was actually pretty far down. But yeah, we keep riding. It was quite honestly easy to get on. I hadn't ridden the Southside Beltline since they closed it recently, but recently as in like a year and a half ago or something. But yeah, so this was very nostalgic for sure to me, to ride it, since it was one of those main forms of long stretches of gravel that we had here in Atlanta. So it disappearing and changing is a little bit sad, but you know, convenience of connectivity is also wonderful. That we just passed the big bridge that was always super sketchy. But here we are on concrete segments of the Southside Beltline. But it's like, it's all middle parts. I would have thought that they kind of do it from the edges and then come to the middle, but it makes sense, I guess, in terms of concrete expanding maybe when you do it. So you want to go from the middle, let it expand, and then kind of stretch out that way maybe. But here we were riding next to them. I'm assuming cleaning or something. I don't know what they were doing here. But it was super dusty, and yeah, I don't have like a face angle right here, but yeah, a lot of us had our buffs on our faces just to try to prevent inhaling any sort of dust or anything. Like you can see Jason right there, covering his face. Very important on gravel rides in my opinion. Yes, it's cold. That's one of the reasons, but just in general, even in the summer, I will always try to remember to wear some sort of mouth cover, just to not inhale dust.
Double cans of drinks.
But here we are getting close to, I don't know what road it is, but very close to the beginning of the Southside Beltline, right after you know, the part after Krog. I don't really know road names. I can't remember. But this was the end of the Southside gravel that we were riding, and from here we were going to ride west through southern Atlanta roads and towards Westside Beltline and Westside Park and all that. Yeah, here I mean, obviously we don't really know where we're going, so we're just kind of following, but Alton and I were talking about Hurricane, because I think it was going on this weekend, as well as Fried Clay coming up, and we were trying to convince Jason to do Fried Clay and everything. Yeah, it is that season. I'm still undecided, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I want to torture myself through Fried Clay again this year, but I will probably just end up doing it.
Yeah, it's still 60 fucking miles.
Yeah, 60 miles is like 4,000 or 5,000 feet of climbing. It's like...
Yeah, so...
It's like
Yeah, Fried Clay is super fun. I would recommend it if you've never done it. As long as it's not raining during, it's not that miserable. Yeah, super duper fun ride. So, again, highly recommended. Just be prepped, I guess. After that, we got to this one neighborhood where Angel was talking about Trees Atlanta and the trees around here.
Because this is the location of my first tree planting with Trees Atlanta 26 years ago. That one?
Wow, sir.
We planted all the big trees that you see here 26 years ago.
Oh, wow.
They're brand new little. My front yard are coming out next month, not this month anymore. And so when I think.
What kind of tree are
And yeah, after that we came towards the Olympic torch from the '96 Olympics, which was, you know, I didn't really think about it, but it was right during the Winter Olympics, so that's something new that I got to experience. Here we're going west and west, and I don't know what road name it is, but coming this way, heading towards, I think it's Morehouse College, University? College, probably, I don't know. But yeah, just Morehouse area. And we were just heading towards some random parks and grass areas and all that, which was which was new. It was just a shortcut, I would say. And there was one new park, I think, what is it? Dean Rusk Park is one of the parks that I'd never visited and I'd never seen, but yeah, here we do a shortcut through a grass field.
cool?
Beautiful. Yeah, and the thing about this is like, oh, it's fun, and then there's like a stake just in the middle somewhere, a metal stake, and there was a lot of that today, where there's just a metal, I don't know if it's called rebar, but just like a stake kind of thing, impaled into the ground, and you kind of ride right next to it without realizing, and it's like, oh gosh, thank God I didn't hit that or anything. But yeah, so this is Dean Rusk Park. There's like a pretty, it's mini lake kind of thing. It's not, you know, like a big park or anything like that, but I assume it's a nice place to walk on, and it's pretty fun to ride with everyone like this. And we were around here, I was kind of wondering, okay, I think around now we get our water break, and I get to drink one of my 2 San Pellegrinos that's in my fanny pack, but no, this was like a, I don't know what this concrete thing was, but thank God we didn't go down it, because it looks very dangerous.
Trees.
I was hitting a lot of trees. And yeah, I also really needed to use the restroom by this point, and I'm like, please, Angel, like I just want to stop and use the restroom, but we just kept on riding. And over here, we got back onto the Westside Beltline.
Called it Ridgeline.
And yeah, around here was when I realized, okay, yeah, we're riding the Ridgeline, which is another super classic gravel segment that I was riding back in the past, before, you know, these segments of the Beltline was a thing. Like this part all was gravel where we're riding right now, and we go on this path, I guess you could call it. Yeah, where this is the ridgeline. Yeah, I remembered it being a lot longer, a lot rougher, and a lot tougher of a ride, it seemed. And there was a lot more exposure, it felt like, in the past, but maybe that's just experience, and I don't know. Very pretty segment right here. It's usually fenced off, or the gate is locked. I don't really know if there's a code or anything that we should know, but yeah, very nice. Goes under this fence thingy thing. And to the right of us is the MARTA track, and past that is the current segment of the Beltline. So it's just on the other side of the Beltline, and just a short segment of gravel called the Ridgeline that we love. A little bit rooty at the end here, but yeah, nothing super tough or anything like that. Yeah, it's just so much nostalgia for me to ride this kind of stuff. The second a lot of my off-roading friends, oh yeah, this was like a super scary segment of cars zooming really fast past us. But yeah, what I was saying was a lot of my friends who I used to explore with moved away, so it's a lot of these ridgeline gravel and things like that that I hadn't ridden in a while, so it was very nice to again ride it. And somehow it connected out to Westside Park. I had no idea that it connected out this way on this road. It was just like from a neighborhood road, it looked like, but that's how it connected. Everyone went up this grass hill, but I was kind of blocked off, so I didn't. But here we are going up Westside Park. Such a beautiful place. Yeah, again, so beautiful, the weather and everything right now, so it felt awesome. And we're going up towards the, I don't know what it's called, the overlook-ish area, where you can see that big water reservoir.
It's the longest I've ever ridden without a beverage.
I'm like, I've been needing a San Pellegrino for like 5 miles, Angel. Woo!
Yeah, here we are at this big water reservoir. I believe this was where the Stranger Things season 1 like crater-ish scene was filmed or whatever. We did a 10-15 minute break there. I had my San Pellegrino and I was happy. And we came towards the water plant over here and just did a loop and went on back. I really wish they would create some sort of connection out here to get on up to, I think it's Marietta or Atlanta Road or whatever it is. That would be really nice, but you kind of have to go through the security gates and all to get up there right now. But here we are heading towards the super steep big hill that's here at Westside Park. I don't really understand why this thing was built. I saw at the top there was like a mother with her baby stroller walking down this, and I'm like, that's terrifying to walk down this thing. It's hard to tell how steep this is, but it's really steep. So yeah, I don't know who designed that. I don't know why we designed it so steep instead of having like a couple more switchbacks in that path, but it is how it is. Here we are. Oh, I forgot that I included this. I don't know, I thought it was pretty. It was like a nice, pretty Jason scene. But here we are going up Marietta Road, I think. So we're going up Marietta, the super flat rail track place, road, whatever it is. It was super windy, so much headwind.
So windy.
So windy.
After that, we went to Cresslawn Park, or like the cemetery, and then connected on north out to where the new segments of the Silver Comet connector is. I rode this like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, sometime in December, thinking that a lot of this is connected because it shows up as a normal trail on Ride with GPS right now, but it is totally, most definitely unrideable. Super steep, so yeah, when we were coming over here, I was really excited because I thought I had missed something last time. So I was like, oh, Angel will show me the way to ride this segment. And we ended up doing exactly what I had to do of riding on the sidewalk and kind of getting off. But yeah, apparently the gradient at where we just were was a lot less steep, so it was rideable and it went down to gravel and everything. But yeah, so here we were kind of looking around right here, and we were like debating whether we should go down to the gravel path down here or something like that. But yeah, we decided not to. But right here, there were so many giant fleas or something that was bouncing and jumping around everywhere, and it was really gross. Yeah, it was really visually, like, you could see these giant chunks of insects jumping around us, and it was kind of, yeah, I don't know, to me it was really disgusting. But here we are, having to kind of, yeah, make something up, and we're going on this gravel path and going north and going through these sidewalks, and this was kind of fun to ride. But we're heading towards whatever that like mini mall thing is. I forgot what it is, but
Very confusing.
yeah, over here. And there was like a segment that we were going to, or that it's going to eventually connect to. Here, it got into the shadows, and it got really cold. Like, it was a solid 10 degrees difference. And yeah, you know, it's still winter. It's definitely warm in the sun. Thank goodness how warm the sun is. But yeah, in the shade, very frigid still. So right here, we were gonna turn right. I think it was Jake that was turning left, and we're like, that was kind of funny. Yeah, over here is where it connects out. You will see to the left of us, there's like a path that's currently being developed right here. So yeah, I guess it just connects out to this mini mall thing and connects out to the south, the Silver Comet trail somehow. I don't know. It's weird, but I know that these trails are being connected the best way that they can, and I don't want to say the cheapest, but the most possible way that they can without buying out buildings and stuff. To the left of us right here, you can see all that construction. That's where that path is currently being made. We're kind of riding parallel to it, and yeah, this part was kind of fun. It's like concrete. This stair was kind of scary. But here we are riding over here, riding by these business buildings, and up here. Doesn't look too steep, but these parts were really pretty steep and pretty technical. Like this uphill was like steeper than it looks. And you have to avoid all those trees and everything. Behind me, I could hear David just like smacking through everything, and I'm like, that's a powerful way of riding. But that was kind of it for all the off-roading for the most part for today. Out here, we now connect to, ooh, I forgot the name of the trail, but it's part of the connector, right? So yeah, whatever path this is, that's the connector. And yeah, now we're riding all the way south towards, or back to, you know, the start near Barring's Bike Shop. But
for them, I mean.
yeah, this ride today had a lot of climbing, way more than I was kind of thinking. Like this thing doesn't look steep, you know, from a camera angle, but it's pretty steep. And yeah, it was a fun little day. A lot of mileage, in my opinion, a lot more than I usually do feel like these are, but maybe that's because I actually followed them all the way back home. I usually cut off near the north where I live and go on home, so yeah. But yeah, this is the newer segment of the Westside Beltline. This all used to be like a gravel path, and that's what we were talking about here. But yeah, and then here was like a weird interaction with a biker, like a motorcyclist
Go
guy,
ahead.
mopeder.
What? I don't see a red, but okay. You don't got a red. It's off.
Please go.
Yeah, I don't know. He was saying that his light's red while he was standing
Imagine if the guy
right
just
under
used
the
coming back and it's like,
lights.
See, the light's red.
So he definitely can't see that the lights are not red and it was turned off. But you know, whatever. He was.
Remember I ran over a skateboard.
That's okay, right? It's like, at least he wasn't zooming through and doing whatever, and he was just being respectful and waiting. So
It was way
that's a good thing to
shorter
have.
than I remembered it.
Yeah, this was like the other side of the ridgeline that I was talking about earlier. So to the, I guess, left in your view is where Marta is, and past that is the ridgeline. But yeah, so we head on back all the way, go on the west side, and I actually went back to Angel's backyard and had a little bit more San Pellegrinos and rested and cooled down, ate some pretzels. But yeah, that was how the day went. It was super duper fun. I really enjoyed it. So that'll be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope maybe sometimes this year some of you will come and join this ride. It's super fun, a lot of exploration, especially in the summers. So yeah, again, join on, enjoy, and have fun on bikes. Explore in Atlanta. You won't regret it. So yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. We are very close to monetizing this channel, which would be nice. So yeah, just keep on watching. I'll keep making more videos like this. So yeah, I'll see you guys out there. Bye.